before I get into that, just, because sometimes I get caught up in the lives of my producers and sharing that, there are a lot of different ways to put together a cheese plate. So when you're trying to figure out how you want to do it, there's no right or wrong way, and there's no just one way. You may want to group cheeses by country. You might want to group cheeses by milk type. Very often, if you've heard of a vertical wine tasting, so it's the same wine, different years. You could pick a milk type like all sheep and do a young, a medium aged, and a very aged cheese. You could do all sheep, but from different regions. You can do a lot of different things. You might pick a category, all things that are beer washed or just washed cheeses, some with wine, some with beer, some of others. You could do it on the basis of milk types, cow versus goat versus sheep versus buffalo. And hey, I had some camel's milk cheese last week. That was a hard one for me to do, but it tasted like any other cheese. So you can play with things. Sometimes I get the question often, do I eat the rind? And that answer has many caveats. It depends. So if it's a very soft rind, you might want to eat it. If it has a very plasticky feel and it tastes like plastic, then it might not be something that you'd enjoy eating. If it's a white mold rind, they're more likely the ones that people want to eat, or a washed rind, but it doesn't mean you have to. So I always tell people to try the cheese, try the rind, and try it all together. And then you make the decision whether you like it. Some cheeses, as a nature, like a washed rind cheese, have mold marbled into the rind. And if you don't like the flavor of mold, you're not going to like the cheese with the moldy rind. Other people really like that flavor profile. So it's very subjective. And there's a lot of books on it, and a lot of books are very opinionated. And I say you make your own decision, just like you decide if you're going to have white wine with your steak and red wine with your fish. It's a matter of taste. It's true that some combinations can be overpowering, and kind of it's a lot of give and take and trial and error. And then we see what works.